Well, hello. You are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 76, and I just left the Bird's Nest number 3 shelter. And today I am going to be hiking down to the next gap, which is Thornton Gap. It's about 3 miles from here, and I'm going to try and get a ride to a brewery in Sperryville where I will be meeting Lone Star and his dad. That'll be really nice to see Lone Star again. I think the last time I saw him was Damascus, so it's been pretty much the whole state of Virginia. Since I'm only doing 3 to get to there, I'm hoping to get back to the trail after lunch and do some more miles. But it will be a shorter day just because I will have missed that chunk in the middle there. It's going to be mostly downhill to get down to the gap. And it is chilly this morning. It was cold last night too, actually. I kind of slept in a ball. Definitely was missing my 20-degree underquilt. But, I mean, I can't justify carrying it for, you know, if it's just going to be 1 or 2 nights where it's going to be cold, especially where, like, you know, I was fine. I got through the night. I was able to sleep and everything. It took me a little while to get to sleep, but once I was asleep, it was fine. Definitely happy to have the lighter pack at any rate. And I think there's other things I can try to boost the warmth rating up if I really needed to next time. But hopefully it won't be that cold. I think it must have gotten down to 40, I would imagine, because when I got up, it felt a little warmer, and my thermometer said it was 45, but it definitely felt colder than that last night. Trail runner number 2. Almost done. Well, that was a bust. I was there at that parking area for an hour and a half, and I tried several people. Just couldn't get, nobody was available. So oh well, I'm getting back on trail. A little bummed I didn't get to see Lone Star, go to the brewery, but I think if I can make more miles today, I can actually catch up to him faster. So maybe that'll be a good thing. So my aim right now, just cover as many miles as I can do today, and then tomorrow I'm going to get into Front Royal. There is a wayside that I'm probably going to stop at on the way today, so that'll be a good pick-me-up. The weather's still pretty chilly. It's like in the 50s, I think, which, I mean, feels chilly now, though. Like, moving it feels good, and in the sun it feels good, but if you're sitting for a while like I was, it starts to get a little cold. This area that I'm walking through is all burned. I think this might be where the wildfires happened. It definitely smells like char and smoke through here. I'm taking this 0.1 Blue Blaze to the Elk Wallow wayside. I'm hoping to catch them open. I know the grill isn't open, but there is a store which should be open where I might be able to get some snacks and drinks. So I'm just gonna go here for a little break. It's open. They do have backpacker pantry meals in there, but I didn't really need any of those, so I got a sandwich, a candy bar, some cheese and crackers, and a yoo-hoo. Basically snacks. They have ramen. Still no tortillas, so yeah. Getting back on trail. It's 5:41. I think I spent like an hour there because I was eating my food and it started pouring rain. So I was hanging out under that little pavilion thing waiting for the rain to die down. So it finally did. I am not going to hike that much farther today. I think I'm going to do another 1.9-ish to get to a stealth campsite. I'm going to try and warm up here with this climb up this mountain because things got pretty wet and cold and it started raining. Gloomy. I think, at least I don't think I'll need to make dinner tonight because I ended up eating a sandwich and some cheese and crackers. So I'm like pretty good. It'll save me some time at camp having to cook in kind of damp, rainy weather. Today was the first day that anyone's told me that I'm going slow, like in terms of like where I am in the journey. Because when people met me at that wayside, they asked if I started April 1st or something like that. And I said, no, February 26th. And they were like, really? Like, I know people who started in March and they're in Pennsylvania already. Oh, great. I'm not that person. So, I don't know. Apparently, I'm going slow. I thought I was pretty average, but I don't know. I mean, the bubble definitely hasn't caught up to me because I'm hiking alone like almost every day. I think really, like, people don't realize how fast they are because they pass you and then they act shocked that, you know, you started a month before them. But they don't see, nobody sees like what they're actually accomplishing. So I was just walking along and I happened on this little side trail. Looks like it could be a potential camp spot, although it's not marked on the map. So I'm gonna check this out. It's a nice cleared area. Actually, this is pretty ideal. I could make this work. Yeah, let's set up shop. When it's raining, I do the tarp first, so I have a dry space I can set up my hammock underneath without it getting wet. And since it's not windy, I have it set up in porch mode. I'm not expecting heavy rain tonight either. So this is my favorite way to set up the tarp because it lets me crawl under here a lot more easily. So I don't have to duck as much. And then it also lets me have some view. And right over here, I don't know if it clears up, might be able to see a sunset right from my hammock. So just takes 2 trekking poles and then of course your stakes. And that's about it. It's pretty easy. Just hanging out. But I'm eating this Twix that I got at the wayside as I sit under my tarp. I'm not gonna cook dinner tonight. I'm just gonna eat some snacks. I'm so proud of myself. I got my rucksack stuck on the branch, and I tried everything. I tried like pulling it back down. I tried like climbing the tree. I finally was able to get it down. I took this really long branch and it didn't quite reach, but if I jumped, I could kind of like jostle it, and I did that like a bunch of times, and I finally like moved it enough that I could just pull it down. Oh man, crisis averted. I just wanted to document my solution for keeping my 1/8 inch foam pad underneath my hammock. I have these little, like, I don't know, what do you call these? Bread bag plastic thingies. And I just attached it. This is the, like, the bungee that is part of my underquilt. It keeps the underquilt on. So I just attached it to that, and I have one on each side. So let's see if that holds better than just tying it on. You might wonder why I don't just put it inside my hammock. It's because this thing was a little wet on the edges, and it's also pretty dirty, and I didn't want that inside my hammock, like getting me wet and dirty. So I have it outside the hammock. Can't see too much from here, but you can see a little color through the trees. So you can kind of see how this lets me be able to look out better. This may not have been a big mileage day, but all things considered, it ended up being a good day. A little bit of a bummer I didn't get to see Lone Star, but the thing is, I have almost caught up to him. I think I was like 27 miles behind him, so that's like a day and a half maybe. So I think I'm going to be able to catch up to him actually, because I've been able to do some bigger miles. And I kind of had the realization that I'm going to need to start picking up the miles if I want to finish by my goal. Because I'd really like to spend August in New Hampshire. I think I'm going to start pushing the big miles. Even if I can't do it fast, I think I can manage to get up a little earlier, and that'll give me more time to hike. I think that's going to be huge. So I set my alarm for 6 a.m. tomorrow because I've got 18 miles to do. I figure that will take me about 9 hours, and I want to make the 5:20 shuttle to Front Royal, or trolley, I guess, the free trolley. So that's my plan. Just gonna do some editing and then go to bed. Thank you for watching, and happy trails.